जगू जिते जावे तू आठे जावे दिल दस की मैं करूं जो तू रुस जानी है दिल ये टूट जानी है तेरे संग संग राह सारी कट जानी है जो तू रुस जानी है दिल ये टूट जानी है तेरे संग संग राह सारी कट जानी है मैं ता तेरे नाल रहना मान ऐना मेरा कहना मेरी अखियों से हो न कभी दूर ना तेरे बिन नहीं लगदा दिल मेरा डोलना तेरे बिन नहीं लगदा दिल मेरा डोलना सब चढ़ जाए तू ना मैनू छोड़ना तेरे बिन नहीं लगदा दिल मेरा डोलना I can't believe that I lost you I cried a river without you I need you right now, let me hold you I miss you so
All you ever did was make me cry Stupid I fell for your lies Hate and regret I can't deny You hurt me so
All the temptations had me blind Searching for love I cannot find How could I make this right Can you give us one more try
I don't want no more pain I gave you all my trust and love in vain Please don't try, no need to apologize Shut the door, no more, this is goodbye
तेरी मेरी गल्लाएं होगी मशहूर करना कभी तो मुझे नजरों से दूर किस चलिए तू किस चलिए तू किस चलिए जानदा है दिल ये तू जान दिए तू तेरे बिना मैं न रहूं मेरे बिना तू किस चलिए तू किस चलिए तू किस चलिए काटू कैसे राता ओ सावरे जिया नहीं जाता सुन बाबरे के राता लंबे यारे कटे तेरे संग यारे के राता लंबे यारे कटे तेरे संग यारे चम 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 अंबरा दे तारे कहंदे ने सजना तू ही चन मेरे इस दिल दा मन लेवे सजना तेरे बिना मेरा हुए ना गुजारा छड़ के न जावे मैनू तू ही है सहारा काटू कैसे राता ओ सावरे जिया नहीं जाता सुन बाबरे के राता लंबे यारे कटे तेरे संग यारे
Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving forward. Albert Einstein. Welcome to Get Real with Shameeza. I am your host, Shameeza Ali, and it is a pleasure to be here with you this evening. Salam, namaste, and very special good evening to everyone joining us on Facebook, Island Zone Radio, on YouTube, and on NTN channel 69 in Georgetown, Guyana. Welcome, everyone. Today is a very special day. Today, we celebrate the 52nd Republic anniversary of our beautiful country, Guyana. So, to everyone celebrating, happy matrimony to all of you, and may we continue to prosper as one. Tonight, we will hear from a couple that is loved by many. They are your favorite realtors out of Orlando. But do you really know what journey they've been through? Were they always this jolly? We will find out very soon. We will also hear from the talented Satnarine Ragoo. But first, please take a moment and share this live with your friends and family. Invite them to enjoy the show just the way you are right now. I don't want you guys to miss anything. All right. Right beside me here, I have something that I want to share. One of my viewers dropped this off earlier today. It is a slice of black cake with icing, and I'm so excited to try it with you guys. So we'll do the unboxing. As you can see, it's a very pretty box. It looks delicious. We'll try it together. All right. Well, I will try it. You guys will watch me do it. This is compliments of Mandy. And if you're watching us right now, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And we will find out how good it is in just a few. But first, last week we had some amazing prizes and we had some winners. So congratulations to our winners from last week, Anita Gobin, B.A. Farah. You guys rock. You're always first to answer and get the answers correct. So thank you. Tonight's giveaway is compliments of Vermin Bidet Sea Foundations and buyeasy.com. With that said, here's a look at our box for this week's giveaway. All right, so we will get the box up in just a few. Tonight we have another chance for you to win, and here is your chance. Last week we spoke to the Guyanese critic. Which high school did he attend? Again, the question for you to answer for a chance to win that amazing prize is, last week we spoke to the Guyanese critic. Which high school did he attend? All right, I'll let you guys figure that one out. And while you do, here is a message from our sponsors.
Hibiscus has been a flagship restaurant in our community for a very long time. Come dine with us and enjoy our excellent food, drinks and service at any one of our many locations. We are located on 12418 101 Avenue and 22113 Jamaica Avenue. Hibiscus at Elliott's on the Mile in Freeport is one of our newest locations, along with 12402 Rockaway Boulevard. In Guyana at 91 Middle Street, Georgetown. Bring your family and friends and come visit us soon.
M&R Fire Fest is one of the newest hotspots in Richmond Hill. If you're looking to have a fun time or just chill, this lounge is the place to be. We celebrate all occasions and our live entertainment and drink specials are amazing. We are located at 13123 Liberty Avenue. Come check us out and see what everyone is talking about.
Flamingo Restaurant and Mantra Lounge, we are NYC's premier Caribbean restaurant and lounge, specializing in authentic West Indian, Chinese and Caribbean cuisine. Open every day for lunch and late nights. For delivery, find us on Uber Eats, Grubhub, Seamless and DoorDash. Visit our rooftop lounge upstairs on the weekends for a fun-filled night. We cater and take bookings for private events. Find us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, at Flamingo Mantra. Our address is 12206 Rockaway Boulevard, telephone 718-835-1000.
Welcome back to Get Real with Shameeza. I am so excited to introduce our first guest for tonight. Uh, they are one of the most jolly couple most of you know and love. They are favorite realtors and YouTubers from Shiv's backyard. Please welcome Diana and Shiv. Welcome, guys. How
Hi.
are you?
Good evening,
What's
everyone.
going on?
I love the matching outfit.
Listen,
Yes,
we're
yes.
taking a toast, okay? We're taking a drink.
Toast one.
Yeah, we got some fresh cane juice. My dad squeezed it for us. Yesterday we went by him. He squeezed it. We saw the whole process. Shiv video it. He's gonna put it on YouTube hopefully soon.
Hopefully one day.
Yeah, and we got some nice white strawberry. First time we saw
White-
it, so we thought it was cool.
White strawberries. I mean,
Yeah, he's like a mutant.
you hold that up for us, Diana. Let's take a look again at that white strawberry.
Okay, look at this. Wait, let me get the one with it. Look how cool it is. It has, wait, where's the camera? There you go.
Right
It has
there, right
red
there. Oh,
seeds
there.
and it's white. I'm like, this is like an albino. It's like it drained all the color, but it tastes so sweet. It tastes a little bit like cotton candy. I told Shameeza this is like science fruit right here.
Yeah, cotton candy and a sweet strawberry mixed together is what you said, right?
Yeah, it doesn't have that tart sourness.
Yeah, I know. I will have to try it. I did see it at Trader Joe's recently and I was tempted to try it. So,
Hopefully,
was
it make us live
surprised.
longer.
all right, I'll do that. Welcome. You guys said that this was, tell us the color of your outfit, your matching outfit here.
Oh, I don't know the color, man.
We
She
tried.
picked- She picked it out.
I said it looks like salmon, and since we're in the backyard, we got a
Yeah,
waterfall.
it's a salmon color. I saw it in the store and I was like, that look really nice. I never tried that
You
color.
want to be different?
So,
Yeah.
everybody has black, blue. I have royal blue. I have a lot of suits. But this is one I don't have. So she bought this for me.
You try to be a little, you know what? Sometimes you have to be a little uncomfortable and try something new. Me, I love experimenting with food and like with different shows and culture. Shiv is like, I'll stick to my fried rice. We go to
That's
a
it.
restaurant. He's like, what's the closest thing we got to fried rice?
Shiv, I'm exactly like that. I try to stick to what I know because my experience of trying different things, I haven't had the best of luck. So I stick to what I
Right.
know. I mean, I'll go a little bit off, but yeah, I kind of try to stick.
Guess what? If it don't taste good, I end up eating his food.
I do that sometimes too. But guys, welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys here tonight. And
Thank
I
you
know
so
that,
much for
you
having
guys are
us.
Thank you so much.
taking time out of your busy schedule to be here. So I appreciate it. I just want to start off by getting a
Sorry
little
about that.
intro. What was
Somebody's
that?
speeding in there, back there.
Yeah, you guys are live in the back.
I think it's some of Shiv friends from New York moved out.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Diane, why don't you start off? Tell us a little bit about
Oh
you.
boy.
Let she start out.
Oh Lord, I might need a towel.
Oh,
Well, this
Let me
particular
grab one.
I'll summarize it. So, I'm a happy person now. I think because I've met the right person in life, and I got to discover and find out who I really am. I was a very shy, introverted person. Growing up in Guyana, I went to Lenora Secondary School. My grandparents, we grew up by New Road, Verdun Hoop, West Coast. All my West Coast people.
yes,
Um,
West Coast
so-
people.
Yeah, you know what? I came here as a teenager, so I spent a lot of my time in Guyana growing up, and I appreciate everything there. Your grandparents and parents didn't have to tell you something was right from wrong. You kind of see and you learn. And as children from a young age, you see a lot of things, good and bad. I know some of my family might be like, "Oh Lord, she's gonna talk about our business," but you know what? People know us as a happy couple, but sometimes you don't know where people came from. And there's a reason why we're so happy, because we're grateful for life today and what the opportunities we have in America. I mean, I told you maybe if I was in Guyana, I don't know, I might have like 5 kids. I don't know. But as a little girl, I went to Lenore School, and I mean, you didn't have the best of the best when we were getting sponsored to come to America. After 10 years, apparently, I don't know what happened with our visa. We had a delay of 3 years, so we were sleeping on the ground. We had to stuff in garbage bag. We would stuff our clothes that we had to make a little mattress. I remember we would get blackout. I had to study for CXC for exam. My dad made me a nice little wood desk with plywood, and you had your little candle or your little lamp. But those things, I think it makes you more humble because you knew when you go through in Guyana, like your boots get a hole. You take a piece of paper, you paste it. When you go walk by, Lenora Market to go to the school, they have these big holes in water. The rain catch it, it wet. You got your socks is soaked. So I know what it is to not have anything to grow up as a child. Or my parents did the best they could. I couldn't ask for better parents, but the love is what was there. You may not have the most money or material objects, but once you have family and you have love, and that's a memory I cherish because I remember my grandparents. We would sit in the backyard with the hammocks. My grandma would tell a story about mermaid and Jumbie, and then you can't sleep because you're scared. But that I cherish in my heart. And one day I hope to take my children to Guyana so they can see where I grew up, and we want to take them to Trinidad to see where Shiv grew up in Chaguana, so they can get an idea. We always talk about back home, but home for them is in America, so they don't know. They can't 100% understand.
Right.
Well, another part of my life is coming to America as a young. I was a teenager then. I was very shy. Your parents were strict. You weren't allowed to date or go out. And then somebody had seen me at work. I was 19. He was 7 years older than me. Because I was very
Not me.
it wasn't him. I was married before. I was very naive. I thought, if you see somebody, my mom always say, if you take something for somebody, they want something in return. So make sure you're ready to marry them. But I got married very young because I wasn't very exposed, and I always tried to do everything right and set an example for my cousins, the younger cousins coming up. You save yourself for marriage. You're the decent child. You do everything right. But 6 years of marriage, there was domestic violence. I never tell my parents because, sometimes the spouse I was married to isolate me from my family. I didn't know what drug abuse was. He was on drugs until the cops called me and said, hey, I was working at Bank of America as a loan officer. And I said, hey, your husband overdosed and he's in the hospital. I have to Google what crack cocaine was.
Wow.
I'm sorry. My heart is pounding. No.
Shiv, grab your hand and start right now, bye.
No, you know what? But going through those things, it made me stronger. I had to go through that. It was painful. My 20s was a lot of learning. It's called growing pains for a reason, right? I remember the cop told me, he's like, why did, I know your people. It was close. I was dragged by my hair, pulled by my hair. I had long hair that was braided from our kitchen into the garage by my ex-husband. When I tried to call the cops, he would ring the phone out of my hand. The reason why I'm telling my story is that not for anyone. I'm a survivor. I don't ever want anybody to say, oh, she's a victim. No. You have to be a survivor because the things that don't break you is going to make you stronger. And you have to learn who you are and what you're willing to put up with and what you won't. So when I found Shiv, I'll tell you what that, I had to spend time by myself, a whole year and a half. I lived by myself, bought a home because I was homeless for a while. People don't know these things, going through all of that. My ex went through his own struggles. He has his reasons. He grew up in Guyana too, so he saw domestic violence, and maybe he thought that was okay. Yeah. I always used to pray to God, God, please give me a husband who don't drink, who don't smoke, and who don't, I'm like, dang, I forgot to add using drugs, or there was, he came out, with some personal things in his life. And today, Shiv and I are here for him and helping him go through some things. So I said, you know what? Today he asked me for forgiveness. I said, it's okay. I forgive you in order for me to move on in my life. Today, I met Shiv. I met this Trini fella. He makes me laugh. He gives me the strength. He gives me a voice because I never spoke out. I was always shy. When I was going to school in America, I came here in high school. I didn't have any friends. I would go eat lunch in a corner and I'll go spend time in the bathroom until the bell ring. I was like, nobody gonna help me if I don't get up and get. So then I start forcing myself to like join voluntary groups, go help others, help new students who needed a friend. Because remember Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see. So instead of me being a victim in my little world, I have to, get above that. And with the what I want to see, like today, I want to help women with that's in domestic violence. If you're listening to this, don't think your life is the end for you. I thought, I'm like, oh Lord, that's the end for me. I'm gonna end up living with a cat, and that's the end. But then I didn't know you can, there was somebody out there who's gonna make you a better person, or you can be a better person for yourself. So
Absolutely.
you just have to know your value. Once you know your worth, you will never settle for less. And Shiv, I mean, he likes when I speak. I'm like, okay, be careful, because now you have high standards,
Yeah.
But
You guys see how she just got something?
Wow.
I never drank until I met this guy. Oh my god, he made me my first drink, and you know what? It's just, I think it's just now I'm not scared to like go out there, speak to people. If somebody needs help, we look and see who need. In this world, there's a lot of people that want, but we always look at people who need help. We'll help a lot of like cancer victims, a lot of children, orphanage. Um, my goal in life before I leave this earth is to leave a positive impact. I want to help make a change for the better. If it's to build a bridge for kids to go to school so they don't have to cross a river where it's dangerous with boat, or if it's building a school, or helping women getting out of an abusive relationship, getting them the right help to be safe. I know safety is a major thing, especially with children.
Absolutely.
And you know what? It's not the end for you. There is a lot of help out there, and just reaching out to the right people. I know, Shameeza, you work with a lot of women with domestic violence, and we've shared some stories. So I want to get more involved in, those organizations back in Guyana. For a start, you got to start little, right? And then you
Absolutely.
can go bigger. So,
Yeah.
I mean, sorry if I ran on, but
No, please.
that's it for me.
Shiv is like, all right, I have to put in some time now. Here is my turn.
Hey, one thing I learned from this woman, you want to hear?
What?
Shut this up and open this more. So just
Good
listen
boy.
more and talk less.
Definitely. So, Shiv, you grew up, are you originally from Trinidad and Tobago? Because
Wait,
somehow
nobody
I
said
have
this
so
is
many
about
people.
me. I thought this was all about Diana.
So, you grew up in Trinidad or you were born in Trinidad?
I was born in Trinidad.
Ah,
And if
What
you
part
want
is Trinidad?
Shaboras, I don't know all the details.
all right.
I was born there. Within 3 years old, my mom was trying to work and trying to get me back to Guyana because that's where she was from. My mom's from Guyana. My dad's from Trinidad. So they call me a guy
Guy
tree.
tree. He's a guy tree.
So they call me a guy tree. But I mean, yes, it was tough for me, but nothing like what Diana went through.
But your mom was a single mom too, and she went through things in life,
She
right?
went through violence as well. And that was one of the reasons why she wanted to get me out from Trinidad. Such as things like when she was, I mean, you want to hear, such as things like she's pregnant for me. She wants food. But where she's staying at the moment, they lock up the doors so she can't get food. And she's working at the market in Trinidad, in Shagorna's market, as a young
vendor.
And she's like 18 years old. And she's hungry now. So now she has to come home. So it was tough for my mom. And I appreciate everything she's done. Look, today I'm here.
Yep.
So I didn't grow up with a father figure until I saw my dad at 18 years old.
Oh.
And he was like, hey, what's going on, son? I was like, well, who's you? And then he started telling me who he is. And my mom said, "Did you meet your dad?" I said, yeah, very vaguely. I didn't even know who he was. So today, he's really close to me. He does my floors. He does the painting.
He's there for the grandbabies. You know what? Sometimes
He's there for the
as
grandkids.
men, right, they grew up seeing something and they think it's normal, but
Yeah.
they come, they grow up. When they do grow up, they realize, oh my God, I did wrong to that person. And he corrects himself, and he's there for us, and he tells us every day how much he loves us today. So, you know what? People, you just have to learn to forgive. and move on. Once that person you've seen positively, make that change to be a better person.
Absolutely. And I like that you said be the change, because that's our slogan for Get Real with Shameeza, be the change that you want to see.
Yeah.
And I truly believe in
Yes.
that. I live that every single day. Now, whose idea was it to get into real estate? I see Shiv laughing.
I know. He said, you know what? My wife's never been wrong so far. Let me listen to her. So I started.
So, wait, are
Yeah.
you talking about
Whose idea
for
was it to
me
start?
to join or for her to join?
No, she didn't know how it started. So
No?
he was working at FDNY, New York City Fire Department. He's was never a firefighter. He said,
I can't fight fire, boy.
he said, tell him what you say.
I said, I brought skin. You're not gonna see me running in a building and running out. So I was doing accounting in the fire department. And mind you, I mean, I didn't tell much of my story because it's really about Diana. I was living alone from the age of 14, living by myself, working at Key Food on 111 on 101 in Jamaica.
Oh,
Maybe he
Okay.
sold you milk.
Yeah, because the man fired me because I put the good milk in the front and the bad milk in the back.
No, the
He
old
said-
milk.
He said, no, you have to put the old milk in front so it could sell out. I said, but how are you going to sell people milk and the milk spoil? You have to put a good milk in front.
Let's not spoil. It was
So,
just days.
I worked for Key Food for 2
had a good
days.
point there, Shiv. You had a good point. I agree with you.
I worked for Key Food for 2 days and I still waiting on the check.
You never got paid.
No, they ain't
All
paid me.
right.
Throw you. So,
So yeah, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was living alone and stuff, working odd jobs, and then I stumbled upon the fire department of New York City.
Yeah.
And so I started working there, and that's kind of like how we met. But hold on, she'll tell you more. Go ahead.
no, well, one thing was that he didn't tell the whole story.
Ken.
He tried to get me with Amway products because I was, I was stay at home, and when I went through my divorce, it was a year and a half, and then I got my real estate license. I'm like, listen, I used to work at Bank of America. Great place, great company. However, when you get sick, I mean, I saw how quick they were ready to replace me. So I'm like, I love people, and I see how they used to charge people all these overdraft fees and stuff, and I would try to refund it, and I got in trouble. So I'm like, I had to do something where I'm passionate about. My passion is helping people, and helping someone to find their dream home. To me, it brings me joy because I get to see the family. They spend Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I only make $6,000 on my first year in real estate because that's when the market crashed in 2008. That was 2009, and my first house I showed was $24,000. There was no pay there, so I mean, I needed something to supplement my income. So that's when I saw Shiv was selling this Amway product. So when I contacted him,
I was in the Amway business.
He tried to
Back
recruit
then
me.
was Quick Start.
Yeah.
So if you know those things, then that's what I was in.
Yeah, so when I told him I Googled, Amway, and I saw some reviews that wasn't great, he didn't like me after that, so it took some while, and then...
Look, if you look up something negative, if you look up Starbucks and you say something bad about Starbucks, you're going to find negative things on Starbucks.
Absolutely.
But if you look up something positive about Starbucks, what do you think you're going to find? Not positive?
Of course.
So whatever you type in your mind to see
That's what
about
your mind will
somebody else,
program.
that's what you're
Yeah.
going to see. So if you see positive here, keep seeing positive.
I will take it that Diana got you guys into real estate.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was working
All right.
here. We didn't want to raise a family in New York City, so because, I can't be Nicole. I came straight from Guyana to Florida, so I love the
Right.
climate. And I started here 3 years before Shiv made the move, and he had to give up his benefits in New York on the fire department. It was a big risk. Everybody's like, are you sure you know what you're doing? I mean, you're going to Florida after a girl. What if it don't work out? Thank God he came, he saw, and look, we've been together. We work this. I mean, we really have to like each other's company to be with each other 24/7. I mean, we work together. We take care of kids. We take care of all
They're
our
in
clients.
bed, right?
Yeah, they're in bed. We send them
And
to bed. We tell them, read a book and go to bed, please.
Speaking of love, guys, I can see that you guys have a lot of love and respect for each other.
Thank
What would you
Yes.
say is the biggest misconception in your relationship? What would you say is your biggest misconception in your
Oh my
relationship?
gosh. For Shiv, I would say, like, because you always see your own flaw. You see others' flaw, right?
Yeah.
They say you cannot see your own flaw. And for Shiv, we talk to each other.
Can't smell your
They say you can't smell your own bad breath, right? You smell other people's. We do a lot of reading. So for Shiv, I said, you know what? We give advice to each other, and we love each other. You're my best friend. I can talk to you. So I said, you know, sometimes you can come off a little egotistical, a little, show offish, because that's how people perceive him. Or sometimes he makes jokes that other people take it's not funny. So he listened to me. I said, I know you're proud of what you've accomplished, but you never forget where you came from. And me, give me a little shack. I want a tiny home, a hammock. I'll be happy. And once you're happy with nothing, you'll be happy with anything. But Shiv, he's learned to come down a few notches because he's from New York. He was like this New York guy.
When you come from New York, you're kind of like aggressive, but you don't have to be. You see, with me, I grew up alone from that age, so I had to be very street smart. I had to be like, if I see somebody, I had to be pretty strong-hearted. So if I see them, I put my guard right up.
Absolutely.
And I don't open my hands right away. And coming to Florida is like when you're down here, you just have to go like, everyone is nice. No one honking horn. No one, the other day I stopped to see the turtle cross the road.
He held the turtle.
It's like, what happened to me?
You're Floridian now.
So that's when she said you're a true Floridian.
Yeah.
When you give people pass and you put on your signal, I say you're Floridian. Because in New York, they give you the middle finger as a wave. I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't drive there.
So
That's New York for you.
Like I was saying before, listen more and just talk less.
You got 2 ears, 1 mouth.
And that just makes so much sense. The more sometimes I just look at her and I see she's tired. And I ask her one question: is there anything I can do for you or to help you? Or are you okay? Sometimes those things go a long way. Her love language is quality time.
Yeah.
So once you know your spouse's love language, you sit down with them. Her quality time is just watching a TV for 15 minutes.
A funny movie. Just give me a silly funny movie.
I see Shiv been reading the same books that I've been reading. So
The 5 love languages.
What was that?
The 5 love languages?
Yes.
I recommend that to all couples, or if you're single. He gave me this book as a present.
We not sell a book.
When we were friends, because I never dated, so I called this guy asking him for advice. How do you date somebody? I don't know how it works, because here somebody dates you to buy you dinner, they think you're supposed to go sleep with them. I was like, So Shiv gave me, that was the first book he gave me, and that made me fall in love with this fella. We were supposed to be friends, but reading, I was like, oh my God. Versus saying, can you take out the garbage for me? You can say, hey honey, do you think you can please take out the garbage for me? Look at that, same thing, same message. It's just the way you speak to each other.
Absolutely. Now, Shiv, you are your humor and down-to-earth attitude makes you likable and relatable. However, I know there must be something out there that makes you want to cuss. What is the one thing that makes you want to cuss?
When people drive slow.
Everything just makes me want to cuss. But it's having that guard, like knowing that who you are, and it's your reputation. So if I'm out in a store, if I'm driving and people want to make me cuss, I just say it in my head. You know what I mean? Was there a time?
No. What bothers you? I don't know. Shiv is funny.
You know what bothers me?
Oh.
When people call me, tell me that, hey, I want to see a house, like they feel like they know me. I said, yes, fine. We chat. If we chat and we talk on Facebook or we talk on TikTok or Instagram, whatever, great, fine. But if you call me out of the blue and you say, hey, I want to, is this Shiv? Yeah. What's your name, by the way? And the man's not giving me a name. And this happened today.
The man's like, I'm coming to Florida. I want you to line up homes for me from a scene like, ooh, you can't even find a house in Florida right now.
And I said, Breds, did you get pre-qualified yet? He said, no. I said, what kind of budget you looking for? The man said, like 150. I said, listen, right now.
Oh my God.
You know what I told the man? I said, listen. And it was true. at driving. I said, here, I don't answer these questions. My wife is the one who answered the questions. I'm just the guy behind the scenes. So I give it to Diana. Diana took great care of the man. Got his email, got his number. She the patient one. She figured out finally the man name. I can't mention the man name now. But it's things like that. Like when people call and I get the call, I just pass it on to Diana. Because I cannot.
What I'm hearing you say, Shiv, is when you want cuss, instead of cussing, you pass it on to
Yes.
Diane. So you
It's- I
save
tell her
yourself
to
from that.
Breathe.
Guys,
Take a
I
deep
want to
breath.
hear more about you, but first we have to take a quick break. So stay right there, guys. Share the live up. Come on. You guys can
Yes.
share the
Yes,
live
no
up.
problem. I can share it though.
Kaichu Restaurant has been serving our community for over 25 years. We offer an enticing selection of West Indian traditional dishes along with a fully stocked bar. Bring your family and friends to our newly renovated dining room to celebrate your special occasion or event with us. We do catering and we also deliver. Kaichu has 2 locations to choose from. Support our community and eat local. Looking for something to get rid of that fine line wrinkles? Well, look no further. You can now indulge yourself with Truly Flawless. This one-of-a-kind, anti-aging caviar luxury face cream will give you that youthful-looking glow again. It's not only for you ladies, men can also benefit from this product too. Try it for yourself and see results within a week. Check out our website at www.trulyflawlessskincare.com and on Amazon Prime. We are also excited to launch our newest skincare products coming in March 2022.
Enos Driving School offers training for CDL licenses, including tractor trailers, trucks, and school buses. Just think, with a CDL license, you can have access to thousands of driving jobs at large companies such as FedEx, UPS, MTA, or New York Sanitation. Enos Driving School also offers defensive driving courses and training classes for cars and motorcycles, all taught by their college-trained instructors who can even schedule your road test appointments. Inquire about other driving and training packages as well. You might even be qualified for their free CDL training, as they are a certified institution with the New York State Workforce One program. Call Enos Driving School today. They've been serving our community for over 10 years.
Sherry's Weakness for Sweetness is a family-owned and operated bakery with a West Indian flair. We specialized in custom cakes, decorative desserts, and a contemporary spin on traditional West Indian cuisine. We are located at 114-07 Jamaica Avenue. Hours of operations are Tuesday through Friday 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Memories should always be this sweet. Come visit us today.
You're not
All right,
easy,
welcome.
boy.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Yes. I'm reading some of the comments on my sister Roxy, Ria, all them good people, man.
Yeah, I see Reza says that he thought you were Guyanese, so did I. So
I know people
If
think
you think a Guyanese, a Guyanese. If you think a Trinidadian, a Trinidadian.
he's a
whatever you
Canadian.
think is your thought.
Listen, hanging out with Chi family,
Oh my
you have to
God.
be Guyanese.
He's a smart man. So when
Yes.
he's around Trinidadians, the Trinity accent comes out. When he's
Yes.
around Guyanese, he grew up in Queens. So
No, you family.
my family, okay, he said my family make him speak Guyanese.
Now, guys, real estate is an important part of your daily
Oh
life.
yes.
We forgot about real estate.
That's not here, right?
Real estate, right. So should we be buying, should we be selling, or should we be staying on the sideline?
Yes, call Diana.
So let me answer that one. So we always tell people we would never tell you to do something if we're not willing to do it. So we were looking at the market when COVID hit 2020. Like, oh my Lord, here goes the economy. Everything
Oh, hear
stopped.
what we do.
So all of a sudden, everybody started working from home. So they were making the New York income or that great income up north. They start calling us 2021. Hey, I'm working from home. I'm tired of being in an apartment, tired of being cooped up in a tiny home, up north. I want to move to Florida, enjoy the nice weather like what we got right now.
Yes.
So I'm like, wow, you get the best of both worlds. So then people start moving down buying house cashes. What it caused, our inventory of homes went down. So we have more buyers, less inventory. So that creates a demand and
Created a
supply.
boom.
So now people are bidding. We had 70 showing on one listing we put up. We had 30 offers and it was 40,000 above asking price. 40 to 70,000, that's what it's going. So right now, it's definitely for us, we went and buy 2 more investment homes. I tell you, we are open book. We share our personal story because if you have something to hide, then I wouldn't trust me if I have something to hide. I'll tell you, listen, this is what we do. You can follow or, it's up to you, but we do our homework first. We go to the meeting, the city council meeting. We see what growth is planned for that city. So we we know what is going to happen before it does. And we're able to help ourselves and we're able to guide our clients to do the same thing. So they get rich. And we, what we said, we like hanging out with rich people. So when you get rich, we get rich too.
The whole rich thing is just
It's a joke.
It's just really a joke because people say, oh, you must be rich. Oh, you must be rich. No, I listen to my wife.
He said, you
So
got a
if
rich
she
wife.
say, go and buy this house, we go and buy the house. So it's things like that. We teach people what we do because real estate. We don't make money on real estate. We make money on our investments and our rental properties.
Not the realtor aspect, but the investment is investing, buy low, sell high. That's the goal. And
That's the goal. That's like what they teach you the first time in real estate, right? And in any
Yes,
investment.
This not
thing.
flip or flop though.
Right. So, guys, Diane, you
Yes.
are gorgeous, right? And you're always
Yes, I
so
know.
well dressed. Actually, both of you are always well dressed. Do you guys share a closet? And about how many pairs of shoes do you have, Diane?
Oh Jesus Christ!
What? Wait, did you say jeans?
I said,
No,
oh
how many pair of
Jesus
shoes?
Christ!
How many pair of shoes do you have? And do you guys share a closet?
Oh my
You
God.
got one shoe.
Shameeza, girl, I got one shoe. Well, no, he bought me another one. Listen, I'll tell
This was
No, I'll tell
this
you
is-
something now.
the price for this.
Listen, I'm a bargain shopper. I'll tell you all this. This is what his man got. He can
I
afford to go on
see.
cruise. I'm not a brand name person. I said, why am I paying somebody else to carry their name on my back? We saw this shoe at DSW for 70 or 80 bucks.
Yes.
I went to Ross,
Next door.
$29.99. I got a same Jessica Simpson. Guess what? I'm a happy person. Once I get a shoe on my foot. I remember I grew up with, I had to go paste paper on my sneakers when I was little. So I'm a bargain shopper all day. I'll wear a $10 outfit and I'll be happy. Once it looks good, look, my little shirt look nice, I'm good. Shiv may have more
Who
for me.
does the shopping for you?
He
agree.
shops for me too.
Now, I'm sure most of the people joining us here tonight, guys, know you guys, love you guys. But for anyone that's watching right now,
Yes.
if they
Yes.
don't currently follow you and they don't know about you, how can they follow you?
How do they follow us?
Oh, okay.
Man, you type up Shiv and Diane on Google. Oh God,
So
positive.
It's SHIV, Shiv, and Diana, Diana. So I'm Diana from Guyana. You'll never forget my name.
Once you
Yeah.
type that up, Shiv and Diane,
Your
you'll see
favorite
the
realtor
YouTube, you'll see the TikTok, you'll see the Instagram. Hopefully, you don't see any dirty pictures. But other than that, you'll be able to find me, man. You can find me.
Wow.
Once you don't see a mugshot of us somewhere, please let us know if you see a mugshot.
And you have
So-
backyard with Shiv, right?
What
No, it's
happened?
Shiv and Diana. Your favorite real. That's
But-
our YouTube name.
Right. And then you guys have the show backyard with Shiv and Diana, right?
Oh, so we made a.
Oh,
So
man.
one day, Sandy's backyard kitchen came to our backyard. So while
Oh.
we're in the back, we're like, "Hey, Sandy's backyard came to visit Shiv in his backyard." So that was our joke on the inside.
Got it. All right. So with that said, guys, I hate to say goodbye to you guys.
Well, give me another question.
No, she
All
can't.
right, listen. You ask, I shall deliver. What is your favorite holiday tradition?
Oh, what is your favorite holiday?
Oh, you asked me?
My favorite holiday is Shiva Day.
Why? Why? Because I don't like to be home for my birthday because I'm always tied to the phone working. So I said, you know what, just do me one favor. For my birthday, just take me away somewhere where I don't get no reception. So he likes to go cruising. So I introduced him to cruising. Now he's a cruisaholic. We'll go away like a 7-day cruise, but he'll take my phone for the week.
Yes.
He'll take care of our clients, and he gives me that time to recuperate my brain. So that's why that's his favorite. But my favorite, you know what, we don't celebrate like Valentine's and stuff, anniversary. We're like, listen, we forget our anniversary every year. We're like, if you treat each other good every day, 365 days, you don't need to celebrate for one day and make a big fuss. I'm like, don't buy me no roses because a poor plant has to get cut and die. Give me a live little plant or cook me a meal. Make me something you can buy from the store.
Yeah.
So yeah, we pretty much, once we're with our kids, we're happy or on a cruise.
That's it.
That's it. Cruise, kids, listen, I love it. We have to see more of you guys, but this is it for now, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And
Oh man, was short, you know.
Oh my God, the boy waiting Satnarain, you gotta go interview.
Was short, yes, you want to wait till the back.
I
Is it Trini?
have a good evening, guys. I'll
Good
talk to you
evening.
guys.
Thank you
Yes,
so much, Shameeza. We appreciate all the love and support from everyone.
Awesome. Everybody take care. Have blessings.
All right. Take care, guys.
All right, bye.
Bye.
And here is a message from our sponsors.
Hibiscus has been a flagship restaurant in our community for a very long time. Come dine with us and enjoy our excellent food, drinks and service at any one of our many locations. We are located on 12418 101 Avenue and 22113 Jamaica Avenue. Hibiscus at Elliott's on the Mile in Freeport is one of our newest locations, along with 12402 Rockaway Boulevard. In Guyana at 91 Middle Street, Georgetown. Bring your family and friends and come visit us soon.
M&R Firefest is one of the newest hotspot in Richmond Hill. If you're looking to have a fun time or just chill, this lounge is the place to be. We celebrate all occasions and our live entertainment and drink specials are amazing. We are located at 13123 Liberty Avenue. Come check us out and see what everyone is talking about.
Flamingo Restaurant and Mantra Lounge, we are NYC's premier Caribbean restaurant and lounge, specializing in authentic West Indian, Chinese and Caribbean cuisine. Open every day for lunch and late nights. For delivery, find us on Uber Eats, Grubhub, Seamless and DoorDash. Visit our rooftop lounge upstairs on the weekends for a fun-filled night. We cater and take bookings for private events. Find us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at Flamingo Mantra. Our address is 12206 Rockaway Boulevard, telephone 718-835-1000.
All right, welcome back, everyone. And I am excited. We have to try this cake right here. Look at it. Look at this fancy little box that it's in. Again, thank you to Amanda from Mandy K Creations. Thank you so much. I will try it in just a moment. But first, did you guys share the live yet? I hope you did. If you haven't, here's your chance to do that. So please go ahead, share the live with your friends and family. And while I get my next guest ready for the show, he is very talented and he's a humble person. Please welcome to Get Real with Shameeza, Satnarine Ragoo. Hey, Satnarain, how are you?
Hi, good evening, Shameeza. How's everything?
I am doing well. I'm excited to see you.
Oh, really? Well, same here. I mean, I'm excited to be on your program too. So, oh, and by the way, let me say, Happy Republic Day to you and all of your fellow Guyanese.
Thank you. You know, last night we had like a nice celebration that we came together. We were all at an event. It's the Prime Minister of Guyana and several other officials from Guyana. It was joined us here in New York, and we had a great celebration. The very talented Terry Gadraj was there, and it was a very, very nice event. So I was excited
I
to
would
be a part of that
imagine.
event.
Yeah.
But Satnarain, tell us a little bit about yourself?
All right. I mean, there's plenty to tell. Anything in particular, or?
Yeah, your upbringing, like what was young Satnarain like?
Okay. Okay. So my dad, he used to, he wasn't a pundit, but he would be one to go around villages and what you would say. I don't know how you guys say it in Guyana, but we say he used to read Ramayan, you know.
Oh,
So like when people would have like a birthday satsang or some kind of thing like that, or somebody would die, and you have the 10 nights of satsang and so on. He would be doing those kinds of things, you know. So I grew up in a very traditional Hindu home. Um, so listening to Indian music and that kind of thing, and participating in Indian culture was very, it was second nature to me then, because it was it was something that I grew up in from a very very young age. So growing up and being involved in all of this, I think this would have been my introduction to the Indian culture, and more so the Indian music. And of course, well, I would have gravitated more towards the Bollywood style of music,
hmm,
and yeah, and I just followed it from there.
yeah. Now, speaking of Indian tradition and also Bollywood, in 2020, you actually you teamed up with Nishard for a Diwali special that was featured on ZTV. What was
Oh
this experience
yes,
like?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
what was that experience? The middle of the pandemic, you teamed up with Nishard, and you guys, I mean, I'm sure that made history for us in the Caribbean to be on ZTV. What was that experience like for you?
Yeah, well, it was an amazing experience because, as you will know, ZTV is an international
Platform.
television station, recognized the world over, as being authentic Indian from India. And of course, even though they spread out throughout the diaspora, it remains very much Indian in base.
Right.
So it was an amazing opportunity, and one, as you rightly said, in the middle of the pandemic, or the start of the pandemic, I should say,
Yeah.
because that did take place around Diwali time 2020, when the pandemic was just really priming up then. That would have been during a time where I was not performing, or I had not performed for quite a while, because we were on lockdown. um, there was no vaccine at the time, so you don't want to really take chances to come out and do anything at all. So given that opportunity, I still did decide to take that risk and come out and do it, because it was a once in a lifetime opportunity. And I tried to make the best of it. I'll have to admit, to be honest with you, being dormant for as long as I had been prior to that, it wasn't as easy getting back out there. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess, think of a bodybuilder who is accustomed going to the gym every day, and then sitting down for a couple of months doing nothing. What would happen? So it's something
Yeah.
similar. So it did require some effort on my part, and I was glad to get back out there. And as I said, it was an amazing experience, and it was something that I won't ever forget, because of the fact that that ZTV viewership, it reaches very far and wide.
I'm sure. Now, speaking of Bollywood and that, is there a Bollywood song that you grew up with that you cannot let go of? And we want to hear you.
There are
We
so
we want to
many.
hear you actually sing it to us.
Well, you see, that's the thing. There are so many. I mean, I love listening to the older songs, especially because of the mere fact that it brings back so many memories. You always hear people saying that music is the only real time machine that we have. That you listen to a song, and you get, you relive all of the memories of that song from whatever experience you would have had. So, like listening to certain Kishore Kumar songs, Mohammed Rafi songs, Mukesh songs, Lata Mangeshkar songs, I would remember different parts of my childhood growing up. So when I hear, for
Yeah.
example, a Lata Mangeshkar song, I would remember my mom, like Meri Ghar Aayi, from, I think it's Kabhi Kabhi, Meri Ghar Aayi. Oh, I hear that, and I remember my mom.
Yeah.
And then I would hear some Kishore Kumar song, and I would remember my uncle, and then so to pinpoint one would be really, really difficult for me to do, because there's just so many.
So give us something that you have sung before that just gives you that, it takes you to that special place. sing us something that you have done in the past that takes you to that
Yeah.
special place.
Okay, well, all right. So I'll do a couple of lines of a Kishore Kumar song here because
Yes.
Kishore Kumar, I can safely say, is my favorite Bollywood singer ever.
You
I
and
mean,
so many of us.
yeah, I mean, everybody knows me to be doing Atif Aslam songs and Arijit Singh songs and so on. But to be honest with you, Kishore Kumar is my favorite. It is because of Kishore Kumar and his music that I got involved in Indian music in the first place. So I'm going to be doing a couple of lines of this Kishore Kumar song simply because it holds a lot of memories for me and my entry actually into the Indian music. No music, a cappella.
Got
So
it.
here goes. मेरे नैना सावन भादो फिर भी मेरा मन प्यासा फिर भी मेरा मन प्यासा ऐ दिल दीवाने खेल है क्या जाने दर्द भरा ये गीत कहाँ से इन होठों पे आए दूर कहीं ले जाए भूल गया क्या भूल के भी है मुझको याद जरा सा फिर भी मेरा मन प्यासा
Wow. Wow. That's just amazing, guys. This is,
So
you
that
just
song
give me
was one of the
goosebumps.
very first songs that I ever held a microphone and performed in front of anybody. And at the time, I would have been a very young man. You know, I mean, like
Very
a teenager. A teenager. I would have been 14 or 15
teenager.
years old. Yeah. So that would have been one of the very first songs that I ever performed in
Now, I
front
do
of.
want to, for anyone that's listening right now, what you just heard, especially for the people who are listening to us on Island Zone Radio, what you just heard was his natural voice. There was no instruments, there's nothing involved. It's just him and his voice. And that was just simply amazing, Satnarain.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now, you've been part of many fundraisers over the years, and I'm sure you've touched many lives. What was that one fundraiser or event that is close to your heart?
Well, again, there's so many. So let me see. I remember, I think it was 2018, just before I went to Toronto for Caribana, just like the night before I left. We had done a fundraiser at, well, Rienzi Complex here in Trinidad. And it was for a young man who had to do heart surgery, I believe it was.
Yeah, I remember that
Um,
one.
you know, my memories are actually kind of faded right now where that is concerned. But I mean, I know because of the fact that, you know, it was such a little kid, and I got to actually meet him. You know, the day that I went to perform, he was actually there, and I took pictures and so on with him. You know, it really moved me because you know, there was this little guy, this little person, just like my son, you know, just like any one of our little kids, and we take for granted some of the things, some of the blessings that we all have, you know, every day. And
Right.
here's this little guy having to go to do heart surgery at a very, very young age. I can't even imagine doing something like that at my old age right now. So, you know, yeah, that was something that did stay with me. As I said, that would have been around 2018 or so, just before Caribana.
Yeah, I did read about that one as well, and I was very touched to hear that, uh, in regards to talent and all of it, you guys do an amazing job. You make so many people happy, but you also have other sides to you that you go out there, you support other people, you raise money for people who really need help, and that is something that is priceless. I
Well,
do
obviously, I
feel
mean, we depend on the people's support, you know, and without without the people playing our music, asking to play our music and asking to hear our music on the radio stations, going on YouTube and looking for us and playing our songs and viewing and all of these things. Without that support, we are nothing.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's a two-way street, and we must also understand our responsibility and our role in helping as well and giving back wherever possible.
Perfect. Now, all the comments is saying that they need to hear your voice. I do see one says that one comment says that we need to hear a Latta song from you.
A
And
latter song.
yes, so whenever you're ready, please go ahead.
A latter song. All right. I may not know the entire thing, so I'll just do like a
Yeah.
couple of lines of this one because I may not know the entire thing. All right. हमको मिली है आज ये घड़िया नसीब से जी भर के देख लीजिए हमको करीब से फिर आपके नसीब में बरसात हो न हो शायर फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो लग जा गले के फिर ये हंसी रात हो न हो शायर फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो लग जा गले
Yes, I think that kind of satisfy everyone right now. Listening to that, one of my absolute favorite songs by Latta, and you you sound amazing doing it. I mean, it's a woman voice, but when you just the way you just did it, just adds so much more to that song that I think right after this, I'm gonna go listen to it again.
Thank you very much.
Satnarain, you where do you get your inspiration for your music videos?
Music videos. I actually don't have too many music videos out there. If I were to really check it, there are only really two. And if I were to even filter that down, there's really only one that I would have actually organized and coordinated and did for myself. Of the two, one was Big Rich coordinated. All right, that's the English one that you were playing just a short while ago.
Yes.
Yeah, the English one, that was Big Rich who had organized and coordinated and planned and prepared everything for that. So I just had to show up and do my part as instructed. The only one that I really did plan and coordinate and organize everything for was Rata Lambia. That was the one that I really did, and it would have been my first and so far only video that I directed and coordinated all of the or everything, the screenplay and everything really, in collaboration, of course, with the camera guy as well. So the idea that for that particular song, now everybody knows Rata Lambia is like what we call the road march of Bollywood songs right now down here in Trinidad. I don't know how it's across there or in Guyana and stuff, but in Trinidad, that song is huge, you know? And so that when I did my version of it, my cover of it, I said, I had to go and make sure and do a video for this. So I very carefully thought about it and planned it. I didn't want it to be just a random collection of shots, in different places or anything like that, just random with no meaning whatsoever. So I did, of course, the research to find out what the song in its entirety meant, word for word, and tried to put my own interpretation to that and reproduce it in the video itself. I'm not much of an actor, which is why I I scouted and I got some other people to do the acting for me. And I just came like I just put myself in the position of the narrator on the side. You would have noticed in the video that we had what we would call a star boy and a star girl there. And I was really just the narrator on the side, singing the story and explaining what was taking place. But it was a really wonderful effort, and I hope those guys are tuned in because I did send the link to them. a lot
Yeah.
of the guys who were in that video, and they did tell me that they would be tuning in and so on. So, fellas, I hope all you're watching and enjoying the interview here and the program.
Well, you guys did an amazing job with that video, and it's one of the first things, piece of work that I noticed from you, and I
Yeah.
was really, really excited about it, and that's when I reached out to you, and I don't regret reaching out to you because that video, the song, you did so much justice, and finding out now live how talented you are makes it even more interesting to have you here tonight. Now, that song, like you said, is everywhere you go, you hear that song.
Yeah.
And I know
So
many
it's very
comments.
big across there as well, where you all are. I mean, in
Yes.
New
Oh,
York,
of
it
course.
is.
Yeah. I mean, it on TikTok, here
Yeah.
in New York, everywhere you go. That's the song that you listen to. And I know there were comments asking for it earlier.
Right.
So when you're ready, we want to hear that song from you.
Right. All right. So this one is Rata Lambia, everybody's favorite right now in Trinidad and Tobago, and from what I'm hearing in New York City as well. Okay. तेरी मेरी गल्लाएं होगे मशहूर करना कभी तो मुझे नजरों से दूर कित चलिए तू कित चलिए तू कित चलिए जानदा है दिल ये तू जान दिए तू तेरे बिना मैं न रहूं मेरे बिना तू कित चलिए तू कित चलिए तू कित चलिए काटू कैसे राता ओ सावरे जिया नहीं जाता सुन बावरे. Now if all you could join me with this part as he dance. के राता लंबिया लंबिया रे कते तेरे संगया रे के राता लंबिया लंबिया रे कटे तेरे संगया रे.
Wow. Wow. Now, someone is asking as well if you know the meaning. And I know you said you researched it
Yes,
and
I
you
did. I did research the meaning, and I mean, word for word, I can't recollect all of the words, but basically, what he's saying is that he can't live without her, and
Mhm.
he's asking her, "Where are you going?" When he says, "Kitte chaliye tu, kitte chaliye tu, kitte chaliye," is where you're going, where you're going, where you're going. I can't sleep without you. I can't live without you. I can't function without you. You know. So where are you going? So we took that meaning now in with the fact that he's asking where you're going, meaning to say that she's going somewhere. And that's why we put a kind of breakup spin to it. You know
Yeah.
that there's this guy and this girl, and they're breaking up, and he's asking her where's she going, and he's all torn up and what we call in Trinidad tabanca, and then eventually he goes back to her and begs, and he gets back in her good graces, and they make up.
Yeah.
So that
Actually,
that was
saw
my
the movie.
personal spin and interpretation. That if you look at the movie, I don't think they replicated it in that fashion, but that
Right.
was just my interpretation of the lyrics and putting a different spin on it.
Absolutely. Now, I do have a couple more questions for you.
Sure.
But before we do that, I do want to take a quick break and I'll be right back.
Sure, no problem.
Kai Chu Restaurant has been serving our community for over 25 years. We offer an enticing selection of West Indian traditional dishes along with a fully stocked bar. Bring your family and friends to our newly renovated dining room to celebrate your special occasion or event with us. We do catering and we also deliver. Kai Chu has 2 locations to choose from. Support our community and eat local. Looking for something to get rid of that fine line wrinkles? Well, look no further. You can now indulge yourself with truly flawless. This one-of-a-kind, anti-aging caviar luxury face cream will give you that youthful looking glow again. It's not only for you ladies, men can also benefit from this product too. Try it for yourself and see results within a week. Check out our website at www.trulyflawless.com trulyflawlessskincare.com, and on Amazon Prime. We are also excited to launch our newest skincare products coming in March 2022.
Enos Driving School offers training for CDL licenses, including tractor trailers, trucks, and school buses. Just think, with a CDL license, you can have access to thousands of driving jobs at large companies such as FedEx, UPS, MTA, or New York Sanitation. Enos Driving School also offers defensive driving courses and training classes for cars and motorcycles, all taught by their college-trained instructors who can even schedule your road test appointments. Inquire about other driving and training packages as well. You might even be qualified for their free CDL training, as they are a certified institution with the New York State Workforce One program. Call Enos Driving School today. They've been serving our community for over 10 years.
Sherry's Weakness for Sweetness is a family-owned and operated bakery with a West Indian flair. We specialized in custom cakes, decorative desserts, and a contemporary spin on traditional West Indian cuisine. We are located at 114-07 Jamaica Avenue. Hours of operations are Tuesday through Friday 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Memories should always be this sweet. Come visit us today.
All right, welcome back, guys. Satnarain, thank you for keeping tight there. So I did say that I was gonna try this cake. For all of you guys, it's black cake with royal icing, and it's from Amanda. I know Amanda is watching us here tonight. Thank you so much. Let me do the taste test with you guys. All right. That was good. I'm not. All right, you guys have to try this. So, anyone who's interested, Mother's Day is coming up. Please reach out to Amanda. She does only black cake. So, you guys reach out, place your orders today. That was really, really good. All right, Satnarine. So, we're back with you. You
Is that Trinidadian style black cake, by the way?
You know what? I will have to probably try Trinidadian. I think they're pretty much alike in many ways.
I mean, with the Trinidadian black cake that we make around
Yeah,
Christmas,
I think so.
there
It's
is a
pretty much
very
the same, yeah.
secret. There's a very potent ingredient that must be placed in that for that to be the true black cake. So I'm just wondering if it's a genuine Trinidadian black cake you're having there.
I think so. I
You
can
think
start to
so? All
see
right, great,
I
great,
can
great.
start to see some stars in front of me. I'm not sure what's happening, but listen, whatever it is, it was good. So I'll do it all over again. Now, if you could trade lives with anyone, who would you trade life with?
Trade lives?
Yeah, if you could trade your life with somebody else, anyone, who would it be?
I wouldn't want to trade my life with anybody, honestly. I mean,
Great
whatever
answer.
experiences that I have had growing up, good and bad, they are all responsible for making me the person that I am today. I'm very proud actually of being the person that I am today, and growing and understanding and maturing the world around me the way that I have been able to. And all of that would be based on my own personal experiences, good and bad. So to be honest, I mean, I think I don't want to trade my life with anybody because I'm very happy with the way that I think, and my life as it has been. Um, I'm one of those persons who usually looks at the glass half full no matter what. So I wouldn't want to trade my life with anybody else and go into a position where, I mean, I see things differently and my worldview changes and those kinds of things. To me, your worldview is what makes up who you are more than anything else. And when I say your worldview, I mean how you view the world, how you view people around you, and how they behave, why they behave the way they do, and so on. And to me, that's something that a lot of people, probably don't really truly understand. I myself am not fully there yet, but I know that I'm trying and I'm growing and I'm learning as I go along. So I wouldn't want to trade.
Now, I do see Amanda Khan, who is the maker of this cake. She
Yeah.
says you have to try it, Satnarain.
Okay,
So,
well, sure.
and apparently,
Once it's like Trinidadian black cake that we have for Christmas, I
yes.
will be most happy to participate and partake of it.
And I saw one of the comments says that that ingredient, that potent ingredient, is 21-year-old Guyana rum. So
Oh God, that might be stronger than what we use, Gil.
it might be. It might
It
be.
might be. One thing I know, don't play with the Guyanese and the rum, they're rum
No.
different. All the bad we Trinidadians feel we bad. We are one of things still.
Yeah, so I know you've been out there a lot. Do you have any tours coming up of the US? I just actually met your another guy that that's from Trinidad, Brian Mohan.
Right.
We just met him here in New York. Do you have anything that's coming up? Any tours coming up? Any new music?
And I knew you were going to ask me that at some point during the course of the interview, so I have my answer very well prepared because
Oh,
there has
yes.
to be a little, there is a level of how to put it, I have to put a level of politically correct answer in it with this question because I did have a few things lined up. And people have been calling and asking. Um, However, and I'm going to be very careful with how I phrase this, however, the documents required to travel and perform are right now in the process of being processed. So that while I await the processing to be completed, I will just have to stay put for now.
Right.
But
So,
as I said, I'm trying to be very careful with how I'm phrasing this, all right? Because I know I just don't want to. I just don't want to mash anybody's tools or anything. So I'm just going to say the process of processing is taking place, and I'll just have to hold on until that is completed before I can confirm any foreign bookings in the U.S. at this point.
which is understandable.
Yeah.
And before you leave us here tonight, Satnarain, you have to, go with a song,
Mhm.
something that, I mean, there's so much that you left us with here tonight, but take us out the right way, musically.
Music.
Imagine that you just had a piece of this cake and now you're leaving us. What would that song that you choose to leave us with tonight be?
Okay. Okay. So you want something fast, something slow? Because chances are I might want to.
Like
Anyhow,
I
let me do
said,
something. Let me
imagine
do
you
something.
had this with that potent thing in it. What would
Ingredient.
you
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
singing right now to us?
I might probably think I'm Jubin Natyal and I'm on a stage and so I'll
Yeah.
do this one. Yeah. दिल का दरिया बह ही गया इश्क इबादत बन ही गया खुद को मुझे तू सौंप दे मेरी जरूरत तू बन गया बात दिल की नजरों ने की सच कह रहा तेरी कसम तेरे बिन अब न लेंगे एक भी दम तुझे कितना जाने लगे हम तेरी साथ हो जाएंगे खत्म तुझे कितना जाने लगे हम
Wow. I don't think there's a better place for you to leave us here tonight, but hopefully you'll be back again with us. And thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you here this evening, and I can't wait to hear more from you. See your next video, and hopefully, with time, you'll be able to come visit us here in New York.
Oh, definitely. And let me just say thank you to you for having me on this program. I want to say thanks to all of the viewers and everybody who would have been commenting along the way. I want to say a big special thank you to my partner. I know Adrian McDaddy, that's DJ McDaddy from down in Trinidad, here part of the Dynasty crew. DJ McDaddy, he's locked on. He was a part of that video as well. So I want to say a big shout out to him. I want to say a big shout out to everybody who's who's locked on, looking on, commenting, my Trinidadian people, my Guyanese people, everyone from the United States, New York City, Florida. I know that I have my friend down in West Palm Beach, Ramesh from West Palm. I think he's on as well. So, to all of you all, thanks for all of the support throughout the years. And, I'm just looking forward to producing more music and putting it out there for you guys to enjoy in the not too distant future.
And we're looking forward to it. Thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you
one.
very much. Okay,
Bye-bye.
you take care. Bye.
All right. We're coming to an end. And, this is the part that I hate. I hate to say goodbye and close the show, but we have to do it. So, with that said, I'll take another bite of this and we'll conclude tonight's show. With that said, um, tonight, tonight's show has taught me behind every smile, there is a story of struggle and survival. What is your story? Before you go to sleep tonight, take a moment and reflect on your life. What are the moments you regret? What are the moments you're proud of? And what are the moments that make you smile? I'd like to thank my guests tonight, Diana and Shiv. I would like to also thank Satnarine Ragoo, my sponsors, and you, the viewers. Without you, none of this will be possible. Until next time, be grateful, be strong, and be yourself. Good night.